Reflex actions. When you touch a very hot object or a pin is pricked to your finger, you immediately withdraw your hand without even thinking that you're withdrawing your hand. Such type of sudden and involuntary response to a stimulus is the example of reflex action. Reflex actions are immediate and do not involve any thinking by the brain. These responses are controlled by spinal cord. Some other examples of reflex action are blinking of eyes, movement of diaphragm during respiration, watering of mouth on seeing food, yawning, sneezing, etc. What happens when you touch a hot utensil? When you touch a hot plate, you immediately pull your hand away. This is an example of a reflex action. The mechanism of this reflex action is described below. In the skin, thermoreceptors are present. When you touch a hot utensil, thermoreceptors sense the heat and convert this stimulus into a sensory impulse. This sensory impulse, with the help of specialized nerve called sensory nerves, is transmitted to the spinal cord. In the spinal cord, this impulse is analyzed and interpreted by the neurons, and a motor impulse is set up. This motor impulse, with the help of motor neuron, is transmitted to the muscles of hand. On getting the instruction, the muscle cells contract and hand is pulled away from the hot plate. The part of the body that responds to stimulus sent by spinal cord is called effector. In this example, muscles act as effector. In a reflex action, a message from the receptor is relayed by sensory nerve to the spinal cord, which send information for response via motor nerves to effector. This pathway is called reflex arc. Although most of the reflex actions involve spinal cord, but there are some reflex actions that also involve brain. Such type of reflex actions are called cerebral reflexes. One example of cerebral reflex is the contraction of pupil of our eye automatically in the presence of bright light.